fellow masters. My name is Musaki, and today we are going to another episode of Clairvoyance EX, where we find out what happens in the month coming up next. And this time we're focusing on August. Let's not waste any time. Let's just jump into it. And before we get started, we gotta take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Bai. That's right, our friends at Bai are back, and they want to give you an opportunity to get the things in Japan that you never thought you could. Bai is a shipping proxy service that actually allows you to buy items directly from Japanese websites. Whether it be that local delicacy that you heard about, that figure that you wanted, or that spicy dojin that you've always wanted to read, you can go ahead and find those here and actually buy them directly. After you choose your items, Bai will actually box up all of these things into one trick package, and they'll ship them directly to you. And if you're even remotely interested, I got something for you. As a gift from Bai itself, you'll actually get 2,000 yen off of your first purchase. That is $20, which is pretty cool. So if that sounds like something you want to give a try, go ahead and click that link down in the description and the pinned comment and start making your purchases today. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now back to the video. First up, we have the 21 million download campaign. And yes, it will be a different number, but regardless, you're gonna know this has the Xinhuandi banner. This is the campaign that's coming up next that we should be seeing toward the end of August. As usual, we have our normal login bonuses, where yes, you can get apples, experience cards, full cards, QP, and summoning tickets. If you at least log in 4 times, you get the 2 faux cards, a rare mana prism, and a faux fall print. Definitely try your best to log in though, so you can get these lovely rewards. Don't miss a day. Don't be like me. Let's move on. Next, we have Final Ascension Goal extra missions. These are fairly easy if you actually level up a lot of your servants, because all you need to do is have 5 servants of each class reach their final ascension. And by the end of it, you'll have 72 Saint Courts. So if you already got those servants leveled up, you just got a free 72 Saint Courts for nothing. Thank you, Lasengle. Also, we got more limited time missions, which are also fairly easy. From as simple as defeating 20 human type enemies to bringing at least 1 Chinese servants to 3 quests. These are fairly simple, and you get a lot of mana prisms, statues and monuments, and yes, a summoning ticket. Moving right along, we have things that are also expected with the download campaign, and that is increased great and super success and half off Ember gatherings. We also have strengthening quests that are going to be half off, with main quests being a half off or a quarter of the AP. The quarter of the AP is going to be Fuyuki to Atlantis, which is very generous, and the half AP is going to be through Olympus. So if you are behind in the story, now is your time to do this. Unfortunately, there is an event that happens before this download campaign that is gonna make that a little bit feels bad, man, but that's a story for another time. The present box maximum, which is the thing that most people who farms the lottery very well use as extra storage, has been increased to 400, which is fantastic, especially because we have a lottery event happening in about a month. Thank you, Lasengle. Da Vinci's Mana Prism Shop and Rare Mana Prism Shop has been updated with these items. We have a 3-star command code, which is very good for only 300 Mana Prisms. We also have a Mana Prism Shop CE and the Rare Mana Prism Shop that you can go ahead and get again, as well as the God Binding Chains command code, which increases damage against divine enemies by 15%. It's a very good command code. If you have the Rare Mana Prisms to spare, definitely grab it if you missed it the first time. Next up, we have some very good strengthening quests for Li Shuwen, Lancer, and Wu Zexin, also known as the Assassin of the Nightless City. Li Shuwen getting a cooldown reduction on his Pierce Invisibility skill, as well as gaining critical stars. Absolutely fantastic for him. Meanwhile, Wu Zexin's torture techniques gets turned into Bone Shard Peony, which upgrades the single target defense down by quite a bit, as well as adding buff block and burn for 3 turns. Now that buff block's only 1 time for 3 turns, but that's still pretty useful, especially depending on what type of enemy you're facing. And then we have the summoning campaign, which yes features all Chinese servants: Li Shuwen, Concert Yume Ron, Wu Zexin, Jinkei, Lu Bu, and the full gang is here. And you will see them alternate, with Xinhuandi being on every single banner. So if you missed on this well sought after and very memed on this channel unit, now is your chance. Now you might be wondering, Musaki, don't you need to roll for this servant? Well, they see you already have MP6, so there's no way that I have to roll for MP7. Please. But after that, we're getting into some speculative territory because we are quite a bit ahead and things have been switched around for the NA release schedule. So I will predict that this interlude campaign will be coming up right after that. Reason being, it's only 1 week long, and there's no reason to wait till September for that. You can go ahead and move that along, fill in some space before we get into the next big event after another event gets rerun. And with every interlude campaign, the interludes are all half off for the duration of the campaign, which is only 7 days, and is going to feature Kama, Shuten Doji, Suzuka Gozen, Adelante Alter, Red Hair, and Avis Braun. With Shuten Suzuka, Adelante, and Avis Braun getting upgrades with their interludes. Make sure that if you have these servants that you get them to the appropriate level and you complete all their strengthenings. Not only do you get bonuses for completing more strengthenings in Saint Courts, but just having your servant be the strongest they can be is definitely worth it. And lastly, I did save this for last, but yes, we just got the announcement that Oku will be rerunning in early August. This is the second time this event will be running, but it won't be the last time. As we just found out in JP, Oku will be one of the few events that will be entered into the main category. So you will always have a chance to go ahead and get the items from here. There is no welfare unit with this, however. So if you want to be able to complete this event and get the command codes, now is the time to do it. You might be wondering, where exactly are we talking about this Oku rerun? What are the requirements? What are the things I need to know? Well, I actually will go over that in the event guide that will be posted here. We have an older guide that you can reference that I'll also put up there, but for the most part, the new one is going to be at the top when I get it uploaded. And until then, Kama has a message for you. If you want to see it, go ahead and click that video up there. Remember guys, like, comment, subscribe, and she'll see you there.